Scorpios, how are you doing, my friends? Thank you for tuning in. I'm Hugo from Awareness Energy Tarot. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'm going to take a look at your energies during the Venus Retrograde, okay? I've already pre-shuffled the cards, but I'm doing it one more time here in front of you guys. Please subscribe and click the bell icon so you guys can be notified of future uploads, your next Scorpio reading. This is going to be a quick 5-minute read, okay, just to see where your energies are during this planetary motion in the universe. For those of you quickly that don't know what retrograde is, you know how the planets are spinning around the sun and they're moving in relation to the Earth and other planets. So think about it this way. When you look at a car and you look at the wheels and the rims, and the car is going real fast, and you keep looking at the rims, and then at a certain point, the rim and the wheels, they appear to be spinning backwards, but they're not. It's actually going forward, but it just visually it looks like it's reversed, in reverse motion. Same idea that's going around with the planets, okay? So because of that, it's going to affect love and money. So the advice here is up until between now and mid-July, do not start anything new as far as don't remodel anything, don't make any big purchases such as a car or home, don't start any new relationships, whether friendships or loves or anything, because once this is over mid-July, you're going to take off these rose-colored glasses and you're going to say, WTF was I thinking? You know, it doesn't look the same. It doesn't feel the same. So you're just going to be changing your mind. You know, that's the worst it can get. So that's just the advice. This is going to be the central theme of your reading, okay? So this card will tell us from the Wisdom Oracle. Let's see what your energy says. Clean it up. All right. So we're going to take a look and see what needs to be cleaned up. It's a good time during the lockdown, right? Most of us have some free time. I know some people are working from home, but at least you're home, so you don't have to do the commute. But we'll see what this means. Let's see, 21, okay. All right, let's see what that means. From Wisdom of the Oracle. Clean it up. All right. Okay. So the essential meaning here is getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. It's kind of like spring cleaning. Are we in spring? Yeah. Actually, we are in spring, aren't we? It makes sense. Okay. The Oracle's message. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by a physical clutter in your home? Too much work? Overwhelmed? Time to clean house. Every item out of place natters you away. Okay, sorry, I kind of lost thought there. Yeah, so if you're feeling there's too much work, overwhelmed, it's time to clean up the home. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to others that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to an unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. All right. So for some of you, this could be, like it says, energetically, or it could be physically, or it could be both. Okay? So meditation, or actually physically doing something, all right? Depends on however it resonates with you guys. You can also check your moon and rising signs and compare all the three. All right, so let's see what we've got. We got some, looks like we all need a broom. Okay. So we're going to take a look and see where you're at right now, what your challenge is, what your past relationship looked like, relationship with yourself, and what you're attracting. Wow. Aries just got this card. And this is an Aries. Or now, who got this? Sagittarius got this. They're attracted to the same person you are. Are you guys dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries? Okay. Scorpio. And you know what? I'm a Scorpio rising, so this pertains to me. And I think I got to do both, physically and mentally. Okay. So right now, my Scorpios, you guys are not ready to look out into the world to see what's out there, or you don't feel like you're in the planning stages either. So now's not the time. Okay, so that's why this card over here makes sense, because you're going inward. You're not ready to venture out yet. Also, probably because of this lockdown, so it kind of makes sense. Then the challenge here is the world. Okay, now this could be mental or physical. Okay, and it makes a lot of sense because we're thinkers, we're meditators. We want to know the truth. We want to get to the bottom of things. We're mysterious. So that's the challenge right now. Okay. In the past, we had some sort of relationship, but you know what? And this relates to me too. We all can have better sleep now. Okay, so we got over this thing. It could have been a relationship, it could have been a business, it could have been something that kept us awake at night. But look, it's no longer, it's that energy is gone. We can sleep now. Okay, we're not anxious. We're not having nightmares anymore. That's awesome. And the challenge within ourselves right now is, this is within you, okay? And I should say us because this pertains to me too. We're waiting for the seeds to ripen. We're waiting for the seeds to grow, to bear fruit. So we're thinking if it's going to come to fruition, okay? And I tend to see this as optimistic. Okay, we're just waiting. That's why we're cleaning house, okay? And so that leads us to this Emperor. Okay, this is what we're attracting. And man, I can relate to this too. This is a borderline harsh person, but it's leaning to the positive polarity, okay? Because in the negative polarity, you know, we see a narcissist, somebody who's just ruthless, but it's the opposite of that, okay? This is as nurturing as you can get, but at borderline harsh, okay? So this is the type of energy that you, or I should say we are attracting. Somebody who loves control, wants to be in control, wants to know everything about a situation, and rules with an iron fist. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That's the energy you're attracting. So that's a quick snapshot of what the current energies are for the Venus retrograde. And hope you subscribe so you guys can see my next Scorpio reading in the future. Hope all is well, and I'll see you soon. Blessings.